Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Nice to be here today. My name's Arula, and I'm honored and excited to be offering this workshop on Shakti and Shiva, divine forces of creation. Just going to invite you, wherever you are, to find a few cleansing breaths, or if you have smoke or essential oils or anything you want to use to really drop you into presence. Really clearing space so that you can fully be here and be present as we drop into this really sweet conversation and discovery and co-creation around masculine, feminine energies. Hi, so nice to see some of you chiming in the chat. We'll have other opportunities to do so. If you even just want to type a word as to how you're showing up, how you're feeling, sometimes it can just be good for us to connect through the ethers that way. I'm feeling excited to be dropping into this space with all of you. And one thing I like to do to really drop in even deeper is I just like to invite everyone to wiggle and breathe. We are going to be doing some movement today. For right now, I'm going to invite you to take your body in circles. You could have your hands on your lap. And maybe just find a gentle sway, rock side to side, or make circles with the upper body. You could make some noises, some sounds. Preparing ourselves for a little bit of meditation and stillness. Making sure you go both directions. Lena feels serene. I love that. So yeah, just circling here in both directions. We are on the topic of balance of Shiva and Shakti as the masculine and feminine that we can cultivate. So already making sure we're kind of abiding by that and inviting in that balance. Last moment here to just wiggle, make some noises, sigh. On your next inhale, take the shoulders up by the ears. Open mouth, exhale, sigh, let something go. We'll do that one more time. Lifting shoulders up, inhale. Exhale, Amazing. So today we are going to dive into this dynamic relationship between Shakti, which is the divine feminine force of creation, and Shiva, which is the divine masculine force of stillness and destruction. One thing that's helped me to have a better understanding of these energies, and first and foremost, I want us to really tune into these as energies, knowing that no matter our gender, no matter what we identify as, we all hold within us both the masculine energies and the feminine energies. And it can be really beautiful to notice sometimes where we can call upon more masculine, which could be more drive, more precision, more the container, right? And then where we could call upon more feminine, which we could think of as, softening, as flowing. There's so many different aspects of the feminine, because the feminine can also be very sharp and fast and intuitive. But it's beautiful for us to understand how we can cultivate more of a balance between these energies in our day-to-day life. And one thing that helps me is I really kind of think of the masculine energy. So that would be the aspect of Shiva, which we could call the principle of both stillness and destruction. I think of Shiva sometimes as the container, right? The masculine container, so that the feminine can feel safe to move, express, flow. If we don't have a container, then sometimes we don't know where the edges are, what the rules are, or the edges of our reality, or where can I explore. But when we have a container and we feel safe, we know that we can tap maybe even more into our Shakti, more into our expression, our sensuality, all of those beautiful aspects of the feminine that I think more and more so many of us are wanting to cultivate in our life, because we're truly seeing the beauty and the importance of them. Sometimes I think, especially as women, we tend to operate in our masculine because the world seems structured in a more masculine way. It's a lot about go and to and do, and we've lived in a society, most of us I think would agree, where there's a lot of value and worth placed on our doing rather than our being. And one thing that I've personally been coming home to is this idea that the beingness is actually just as important. The more I slow down and I meditate and I breathe, a lot of the things we'll be doing today, right? Encouraging us to slow down, to tap into our intuition, so that we're not just aimlessly directing our energy, but yet we have a deeper understanding and connection as to how and where and when to direct our energy. And so this is, I think, a big part of this feminine awakening right now, is that we realize we actually have the opportunity to do things differently. And that even just in our beingness, we hold a lot of value. And the more that we can reclaim that, the more we tap into our power, we're able to show up in a more confident and balanced and harmonious way. At least that's my hope for all of us and all of you. So that being said, I'm going to dive just a little deeper into an overview, give you all just a little overview of what we're going to be going into today, and then we'll kind of drop deeper into the meanings behind these energies. So we will just be doing a little more talking and conversing on Shakti and Shiva before we go into a balancing breath work similar to Nadi Shodhana. So it's a great one to balance both our masculine and feminine, our left and right sides of the body, and the different channels and energies of these sides. That's going to be also focused on enhancing our intuition so that we can tune more into that. And that's a beautiful practice that I hope some of you already have, but it's a good one that maybe you can take with you from the session today. So we'll be doing some breath work and meditation early on in the session. And then I'm going to guide us through a Qigong practice, which if you've never done Qigong, great. There's nothing you need to know. You're just going to follow along. And I like to describe Qigong as kind of a moving meditation. And this one we're going to be doing today is gathering yin and yang. So gathering the aspects of the feminine and then also the aspects of the masculine. And we could think of yin, feminine, as Mother Nature, as Earth. And we can think of yang as cosmic energy, energy of the sky, the vastness, right? And we'll be having also some time for journaling and reflections as to how we can cultivate more balance and harmony in our day-to-day life. So I'm just going to invite everyone, wherever you are, to just take another breath. And maybe closing the eyes for a moment here. And dropping our awareness into our heart, softening the heart. And dropping our awareness into our belly, softening the belly. With each inhale, letting the belly take up space and expand. And cultivating the aspects of the feminine, the yin. Feeling the space of the womb and the belly, or even the energetic womb, no matter our gender. And just allowing that to be present during the session today. Nice, deep, full body breaths, continuing to drop us into present moment. And we're just going to hum 3 times. We'll be using some sound in the session today. And sound is a great way to really pierce through any distractions or illusions into the present moment. Some of you were here with me last time. We did some vocal activation. I just like to bring a little of that into every session. So finding a big inhale, let the belly puff out, inhale. And first just exhale, sigh. We're going to inhale again. And we're going to hum like a as we exhale, nice long Feeling that reverberate. Another big inhale. This one we're going to do an O. Another big inhale. This one we're going to do an Ah, A-H. Keeping the eyes closed. And breathing. And just feeling and noticing if anything has already shifted. Hopefully you're feeling even more grounded or serene or present now. So dropping a little deeper into the energy of Shakti, that we could call feminine energy. We think about this Shakti as this primal creative energy, right? And when we think about us as women, literally being able to birth life, the ultimate creative energy to birth life, right? Whether or not that's something we desire to attain doesn't matter, but that's kind of what we're associated with as women. And there's so much that we can do with that energy, whether or not we choose to create life. We have so much potential for creative aspects. And so today I invite you to think about what is something in your life that's asking for your creative energy. And so just taking a moment with your eyes closed already, tuning into your heart space. You could even use any of those vocal tonings as you do this. What is something in your life that is asking for your creative energy? Not forcing an answer, but just being curious to see if there's any message from higher self that wants to come through on this topic. We'll be revisiting that later. We think of Shakti and her connection to the concepts of power, creativity, and divine flow. We think of Shakti as this Kundalini energy, right? The dormant spiritual power within each of us that can be awakened and then used for our personal transformation. And so in some of our practices today, we're going to be calling upon that Kundalini Shakti energy to move through us. And even maybe then we'll become more clear on what in our life is asking for more of our creative energy. I'm taking a deep breath here. And then we also think of then Shiva as the cosmic masculine force of stillness, destruction, and transformation. And like I kind of mentioned before, Shiva almost being this container for Shakti's energy, symbolizing the pure consciousness and the potential for transcendence. Shiva as the ultimate observer, representing the void and the silence from which creation arises. And so again, closing your eyes, dropping into your heart space, and feeling into the qualities of Shiva as a container or a stillness. And where in your life could you use more of those qualities? What might need a little bit more, we could even say, structure or rigidity? Breathing or toning into that space and just noticing what wants to come through. If there's nothing that arises, that's fine. We're going to be working with this for this whole practice today. And just noticing, getting curious. And then slowly opening your eyes, taking a breath. So as we enter the space of guided meditation and breath work, I'm first going to demonstrate one option for Nadi Shodhana, which would be to place a finger in the space between the brows. I like to use my middle finger. And then you could cover your right nostril. And this is just one option. I would inhale through my left, up to the third eye, cover my left, exhale through my right, open the right nostril. And then I would switch, inhale through my right, up to the third eye, cover the right, open the left nostril, exhale left. So that's an option, especially if you've worked with that one before and you're familiar with it, great. If for any reason you feel stuffy, like, I had a cold like 2 weeks ago that I can still feel there's a little stuffiness. So I'm going to do this other version that I'm going to offer you as well, which is really simple. It's just, if I'm seated in a chair, I'm going to think about from the base of my right foot, breathing up from the base of my right foot all the way up to the crown of my head. And then on the left side of my head, I'm thinking about breathing down whole left side of the body to the left foot, to the opposite side. Then on that same side, I'm bringing the breath up. It's originating base of my feet, drawing the energy up, up, up to the crown of my head or to my third eye. Part of the practice will be that. And then other side, exhales. I'm going to guide you through this, so you don't need to be memorizing this. So you can pick if you want to do the alternate nostril breathing with your fingers and that helps you to plug one side of your nose, great. I'm going to assume you've already done that if you're choosing that. Most of us are going to do kind of the simplified version today. Still really beneficial. It's what I usually choose to do. So finding yourself in that comfortable seated position. I'm going to find us just a little background music here. Eyes closed, heart open, taking the palms face up on your lap. If possible, and you're sitting in a chair, the feet are flat on the floor. If you're seated on the floor, that's fine too. You can just visualize. Taking first just a big full inhale and a big exhale. Holding empty after the exhale. Taking awareness to the bottom of the right foot. Inhale through the right foot. Up, up, up. Right side of the body. To the top of the head and hold the breath on the right side. Take your awareness to the left side, top of the left side of the head. Exhale out the whole left side of the body slowly through the nose. All the way down through the left foot. Hold empty. Through left foot, inhale up the left side of the body. Focus just on the left side as though your body's perfectly split in half. Hold it at the top of the head on the left side. Take your awareness to the right side of the head and exhale. Move through the nose slowly. Down the whole right side of the body. Hold empty. Inhale, right foot, up the leg, the hips on the right side, the torso, the shoulders, right side of the head and hold. Exhale, left side of the body, sending it down through the torso, hips, leg, through the bottom of the left foot. Hold empty. Inhale, left foot, leg, hips, torso, head, hold. Exhale slowly down the right side of the body. Hold empty. You're doing great. Keep your awareness and presence here. Inhale, right foot, up the right side of the body. Hold. Exhale, left side. Slowly. Hold. Inhale, left foot, left side of the body. Hold at the top of the head. Exhale slowly down the right side of the body. Hold empty. Cultivating balance, masculine and feminine. Inhale, right foot, right side of the body. Crown of the head. Hold. Exhale like a calm, flowing energy down your left side. Hold empty. Body soft and receptive. Inhale, left side. Up to the crown of the head. Face is soft, jaw is soft. And exhale, right side of the body. Hold empty. Inhale, right. Up to the crown of the head. Exhale, left side. Hold empty. Just a few more here. Inhale, left side of the body. Hold. Exhale, right side of the body. Hold empty. Listen closely. Inhale through both feet, both sides of the body, drawing the breath up to your heart. Hold. Bringing body energies into balance. Drink in a little more. Inhale through the nose up to the crown of your head. Hold. Open mouth, sigh out through both sides of the body. Ha. And for this moment, just return to natural breath. We're going to go deeper into a breathwork practice, but here just breathing naturally. Have a sip of water, anything you need. I know, Sharon, stay with it, I promise. Breathwork is, my friend calls it breath play. Because what a joy to play with our breath, right? So maybe that little reframe helps, because I know when we think of breathwork, it's like, oh, it's challenging. So let's make it fun. So just finding a few natural undulations of the spine here. Rolling forward and back like you're embodying snake, Shakti energy. So having a little moment to undulate, to dance before we go deeper into our breath play, to expand our intuition. Body rolls are great. When we roll our body, especially when we roll our spine, which we're going to be doing more of, or we move through our torso and our spine, we activate the spinal fluid, which is really healing to our whole body. So just moving in any way that feels very Shakti, sensual, feminine right now. Sometimes that helps me get through the things that feel a little more masculine, like breath work, like meditation, right? Finding the joy in both. Beautiful. So coming back through center, shoulders relax down. Breathe. Closing your eyes once again. Finding stillness, Shiva, discipline, devoted to the discipline, knowing that there is benefit in really cultivating deeper awareness to these practices. Taking your awareness to your third eye, so your space between the brows, but then just a little bit higher. Really breathing into that space for a second and feeling this beautiful bulb of light that represents your intuitive nature. Shakti, deeply intuitive, powerful through this intuition. So feeling that for a few more breaths, that you hold within you through this pineal gland, this access to so much potential. and feeling that beautiful light turn on inside of you. Beautiful. Exhale fully, empty out. And now inhale through the right foot, all the way up the right side of the body to the third eye, to the space between the brows. Hold there. Stay with it. I promise it's worth it. Feel that light turn on. Exhale down the left side of the body, all the way out the left foot. Hold empty. Inhale, left side. Up to third eye, space between the brows. Activating, feeling that light flicker more each time. Exhale down the right side of the body. Inhale, right side, up to the third eye. Feel that beautiful sparkling light begin to radiate and expand to be the size of your head. Exhale, left side of the body. Inhale, left side up to the third eye. Again, let it expand. Let it begin to shower its light over you. Exhale, right side of the body. Hold empty. You're doing so good. Keep committing. Inhale, right side. Up to the third eye. Exhale, left side of the body. You're almost there. Hold empty. Inhale through both feet, up both legs, up to the third eye. Hold your breath at the third eye, and again, just feel the beauty of this energy center as it showers over your whole body now. As though there's this glittery, sparkly light surrounding you, allowing you to surrender more into your sweetness and softness. Exhale fully, release the breath. And come through center. You can slowly open the eyes. Nice work. We are going to get up and we're going to stand up. We're going to move some energy. Now that we've really turned on one of these powerful energy centers, we get to work with it in a new way, in a new practice. So I'm going to find our next song we're going to be dancing with, moving with. All right. So I'm going to invite you all to stand. So we're going into a little Qigong practice, moving meditation. I'm going to have you find your feet hip distance apart and then soften your knees. Imagine that your tailbone is growing heavier, so you really let the hips sink. Just like that. From here, we're first just going to take a little shake. This is really good for so many things in the body, the lymph. You're going to breathe and you're just going to shake. Any sounds that want to come through are great. Shaking practice is an incredible way to start the day, to get our energies activated, activate our chi. Let your hands really shake. And I'm just kind of lifting my heels up to bounce. Unless you want to hop, you can hop. I'm just bouncing. And breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow the shaking. And come to stillness. Knees are soft. Hips are heavy, tailbone is rooted down towards the earth. Here, we're going to pretend we have a lemon under each armpit so the arms gently float off the body, just a little bit. spread the feet, spread the toes wide. Make sure you all can hear me. Knees are soft. And we're first just going to breathe our feet into the earth and feel the energy of the earth making contact, rising up from our feet. A lot of what we're working with is subtle energy. And so I don't want you to have an expectation or a frustration when you can't feel the energy. I want you to just stay curious with it today. Sinking down, connecting deeper to earth energy, yin, Shakti energy. On your next inhale, you're going to reach your hands down as though you could gather this beautiful earth energy up between your palms and bring it up to your heart. Exhale, palms down, sink down. So this is called gathering yin, and we kind of make it fun and flowy by dancing with it. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, sweeping down. As though you were trying to gather like water in your hands up to your heart. And then sink down. And that's it for now. So I invite you to make it your own. Arms like wings, like you're a bird, sweeping down. Gathering energy up towards the heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach. In reverence for earth, we fold to honor the earth. And you imagine breathing it up through the center channel of the body, up to the heart. Exhale, letting go of anything not serving. Keep going on your own for just a few more rounds. And let this be a sacred dance with yourself, like a moving meditation. Going slower than the mind wants you to go. Feel the body benefiting already, the mind slowing down. Staying with a deep breath. Inhale as you reach the arms. Exhale as you fold. And then hands on the lower belly after you finish that one. And here we move with our Shakti energy before we go on to the next part. So this is what my teacher calls spontaneous Qigong. You just start to move, almost like a dance. You can move the hips. The hips really connect us to our Shakti energy. So I hope that feels good, going in both directions. Maybe putting your full body into it. Maybe taking a sigh or a You could even free your arms and just have a moment to feel your own expressive dance. Our dance says so much about how we are and how we're feeling. Our dance can be a prayer, a way to manifest, and that's what we're going to be working with more today. You can close your eyes for the next few breaths. As you dance, breathe, play. Can you invite in pleasure? Can you feel liberated as you move? Whew, I needed this today. I'm glad we're doing this. Been a lot of time driving, and it just feels so good to get back into our bodies. Slowing down whatever you're doing and coming back into our first position, what's known as Wuji posture in Qigong. Sinking the knees, sinking the hips, arms floating off the body. Here, I invite you to first just close your eyes and feel like a power stance. Feel that you are a powerfully rooted tree, right? Masculine force. But also feminine in nature as you sway with the wind, as you adapt, that you are both. Just visualizing what tree would you be if you were a tree. So we have cultivated and danced with yin, and now we are going to cultivate and dance with yang, which we could say is boundless potential, is the sun is masculine, right? The fire, the cosmos. So we're going to cultivate that to bring our masculine and our feminine into balance in our bodies and in our energy field. So on your next inhale, reach up this time. Look up. Imagine that you could part the clouds with your hands and gather some of this boundless potential and bring it onto your heart center and sink down. So this is the expression this time. It's inhale, reach, part the clouds. Carry this energy down over the crown of the head and into the heart. Hands can touch the body and then sink down. And now make it your own. Inhale, reach. Gather as though you're just showered in this creative, protective energy. Connecting with your inner sacred masculine. Keep the breath flowing. Stay present to the energy body and the magic that can happen when we tune in and we become fully present to our energies, to our life force. And after that next one, hands back on the lower belly, the lower dantian. Knees are soft. Receiving this infusion of what we could say is masculine Shiva energy. Taking a big inhale. And a big exhale. And here we offer our dance of balance, of cultivating both masculine and feminine. So I invite you to move through either the A, gathering, the B, gathering sky, or just your own spontaneous sacred dance with self that is a prayer and an honoring of the masculine and feminine energies within you. And so the intention here is to move, dance, bring them into balance through your whole body and energy field, and to really feel the alchemy that can take place, staying with your breath and staying with your dance. I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit here. You can watch me, or you can just create your own. There's no right or wrong, and I know that feels scary sometimes, right? When we're like, what are we supposed to be doing? Your prayer is your prayer. Your intention is your intention. And you get to just move in a way that feels natural and intuitive to you. So I'm going to start with gathering earth and sky, and then I'm going to go into spontaneous. We'll just do this for about 3 minutes. I like to close my eyes. You can do that if that feels safe to you. Allowing your whole self to be poured into each movement, each breath. You can't get this wrong. Feel free to add new expressions, new movements. Moving like the divine feminine priestess or priest that you are. Allowing this to be an offering. Last moment here. You can keep going for just another minute. And once you feel complete, you can take one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. And just noticing, getting curious. Feel the life force moving through your body. Feel your cells doing this standing ovation at your ability to offer your full presence to yourself and your health. Qigong is one of the practices that is supposedly best for lengthening our telomeres, which can in fact lengthen our lifespan and improve our health. And so it might feel like a little bit of stretch for some of us. It might be unfamiliar. But I hope we can remember that it can also be really simple and sweet and tender. We can find the balance of the masculine and the feminine through these practices. Take both hands to your lower belly. In Qigong, this is known as our lower dantian. So here we're going to sink our knees, and the lower dantian is where we store our qi, so we can call upon it later. So imagine sending all the energy you've cultivated from your palms to your lower belly, to your lower dantian. Close your eyes and take 3 big belly breaths, filling up your reservoir of qi, knowing that It knows where to go and how to heal, that it is intuitive energy. Bring a gentle smile to your face, allowing the whole body, whole being to smile with you. And then take a big inhale and a big sigh. Slowly finding your way back to a seat. And for those of you who've never practiced Qigong or energy work, congratulations, because you just did an energy work session with yourself. These practices have, excuse me, greatly supported me and others close to me in or as a healing modality in our life. So I hope that you find some benefit, and I hope that you can remember that these are so accessible, right? Today I offer you this as a reminder that you can at any time gather earth, gather sky. The gather earth is a really good grounding practice. So when we're feeling imbalance, when we're feeling anxiety or stress, thank you. Yeah, you just go and gather earth and have that dance with yourself, right? I'm curious if you want to type in the chat just anything that came up, how you felt, knowing that your full spectrum is okay. Amazing. I'm glad you found it beneficial, Lina. And if you didn't, that's okay too. These new practices can be really different from what we're used to, right? Yeah. I know the first time I watched people doing Qigong, I was like, what is that? Like, it was so weird to me. And even when I tried it, it was strange. And so, yeah, wherever you are, wherever you fall on that spectrum, that's perfectly fine. Sitting in bed, icing your foot. Oh, sending you love, Myra. Yeah. And you can adapt. You can do it seated. And Myra, I'd invite you to even gather some of that energy in your hands. Actually, let's all do this. Let's all rub our hands together, knowing that we just activated our chi, our life force, our energy body. So rub your hands really hard, create heat, create friction, clap once, and then find your ball of energy between your palms. You could close your eyes and feeling that tingling sensation, right? Breathe to expand the energy that you're holding. Great. Keep holding that energy ball. And then ask your body where it needs support and send it there. And so, Myra, maybe you would put your hands now on your toe and you would feel the heat, your own healing energy on your toe. For me, you can hear I've coughed a few times, right? I'm still getting over something. So I'm putting my hands on my chest, my throat. And I'm feeling the warmth and the sensation. Sometimes we're always looking outside of ourselves for something to fix us, especially when it comes to health. Our automatic response is doctor or, something external. And not that you shouldn't see a doctor, obviously, if you have something wrong, but sometimes just giving ourselves a little love, a little energy is actually one of the most powerful things we can do. So just giving yourself that extra support right now. Yeah, Lena, give it to your shoulders. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I think it's Lena, is saying that I just feel I'm not doing it correctly and I get too in my head about it. Thank you for sharing that, because I think that's so common. It's very common for me the first few times. It takes practice, especially if you don't have a practice with energy medicine, which is one of the most powerful kinds of medicine, right? So stay curious, stay open to the practice is what I would say. And don't worry that you're not doing it correctly. You're going to discover your own way that works for you. Yeah, beautiful, Myra. Thank you. Yeah, lots of purging energy. So thank you all for chiming in and playing along. I know that one can kind of be strange for people at first. So just grateful for all of you for staying with it and staying present to it. I'm going to invite you to grab your journals. We're going to do just a little journal practice now. And so I'm going to have us first revisit the things that I brought forward in the beginning of the session, which was, where in your life do you feel like you'd benefit from more creative energy? Go ahead and write that down, and anything else that wants to come through. I'm going to take about 1 minute at least for this prompt. I'll give you a little music for this as well. So where in my life can I benefit from more creativity or creative energy? You're asking your higher self that now that your intuition is ignited. Hopefully the answers come through more clearly. Take just a few more seconds for this first question. And then the next question is, where in my life could I benefit from more Shiva, masculine energy, structure, container? For me right now, I'm really trying to update my websites and have my funnels and all of that functioning. And that's kind of this like masculine container to hold my version of my Shakti, of my expression, right? So that's maybe just an example, but where in your life could you feel like you could use more of that masculine energy support for yourself, from yourself? Last few seconds for that. And then a lot of the work we've done today, the meditation, the breath work, the qigong, is to balance our masculine and feminine energies. And so, what did you feel or notice during this union of Shiva and Shakti within you? What did you feel or notice during this union of Shiva and Shakti? Is the next question. And so when we think of, union of Shiva and Shakti, we sometimes think of, this most divine union of relationship, right? Whether that's, masculine, feminine, or whatever genders, we're still working with those energies. One thing I've been thinking about lately is how to create the most divine union within myself through these practices, so that what I'm attracting in terms of, whether it's romantic partnership or whether it's partnerships in business or friendships in life, can I be coming more from this place of wholeness, of union within myself, so that I'm not seeking others to fill a void within me, right? I have everything I need right here. I am union, and so I will therefore attract union. And so maybe just taking a moment to journal or write on what you are manifesting and calling in through your most sacred union with self. So allowing that to be a great big vision or dream, especially as we approach this new moon this week, right? What is that vision or dream that you manifest from the most divine union within yourself? Take just another moment there. All right. So, another practice we're going to do today is a vocal activation practice, and then you'll have a chance to just share anything that came through. You'll have more time for journaling if there's more that wants to come through, or you can share in the chat. But I do just want to take us through this balancing of our chakras through the seed syllables, the bija mantra. If you haven't done that before, I'm going to guide us through it, so no worries. But when I think about balance and harmony, this is a really good one that comes through, and it is a sound with every chakra. So, in the last part of our practice today, I'll have you come back to comfortable position, closing your eyes, if that feels okay to you. Sending your grounding cord down to the earth, breathing. We're going to do each 3 sounds for each chakra. So first, taking your awareness to the base of your spine, your root chakra, visualizing red. And the seed syllable for the root chakra is Lam, L-A-M. We're going to chant Lam 3 times together. Big inhale. Lam. Still awareness energy at the root chakra, visualizing a deep, beautiful red color. Big inhale. Second time, Lam. Lam. Big inhale, third time. Lam. Beautiful, taking awareness up to sacral chakra. Visualizing a beautiful orange color. Bija mantra for this chakra is Vam, V-A-M. Big inhale. Awareness to the navel and Vam. Visualizing orange, big inhale. Vam. One more time. Awakening, sensuality, creativity, V-A-M. Vam. Beautiful, bringing awareness up to solar plexus, visualizing bright yellow, like the sun or a sunflower. Awakening that aspect of our personal power, our drive, with Ram, R-A-M. Big inhale. Ram. Again, big inhale. Ram. Last one, visualizing yellow, awakening that center solar plexus. Ram. Bringing awareness to our heart. Visualizing green or pink or both colors swirling together. The seed syllable is Yam, Y-A-M. We can go just a little higher in range here if that feels comfortable. Big inhale, awareness on the heart. Yam. Again. Yam. Yam. Take a breath and swallow. Awareness now to our throat chakra. Visualizing a beautiful blue color. Seed syllable is Ham, H-A-M. Big inhale. Inhale, blue. Connecting with our truth through our voice. Last two, third eye, darker blue. Syllable is Om. Big inhale. Awakening intuition. Inhale. Last one. And then our crown chakra, visualizing purple violet. A syllable is also Om. You could sing it higher pitch. I'm going to stay here today. Visualizing purple, the crown of the head. Big inhale. Last one. Keep your eyes closed, and from root to crown, feel harmony, feel balance. Feel the benefits of all you've offered today, of all you've cultivated within yourself to create this balance in both your masculine and your feminine, your yin and your yang. And then giving love to each and every chakra and all it represents, all of its attributes. Allowing your whole vessel to drink in this healing energy. Awakened sense of self, of aliveness, excitement for life. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. A big inhale. And a big sigh. Excuse me. So I'm going to have you grab your journals once again. And we're just going to do a little free writing stream of consciousness for about 3 minutes. If there's anything that wants to come through, just anything at all, don't overthink it. Just start writing and see what wants to come through. And then we'll drop back in for our closing. So I'll give you about 3 minutes, stream of consciousness. this minute here. Right. Can always have more time for your own writing process later. I'm going to invite everyone back into the space for our closing shares and blessings for one another. So, first is if you just want to share anything, any response to any of those journal prompts today, or just anything that came through from the session for yourself in the chat, you're welcome to do so. We'll just leave a moment for that, and then we'll have one other prompt or share before we send each other out on our way. So if there's anything you want to share in the chat, I know sometimes our journal sessions can be private, so no need to share anything that feels too sacred. But then one thing I would love for us to share is just a word that we want to offer away as an affirmation. Beautiful, Myra, thank you. We're sending you love and healing with your foot. So if you just have a word to encapsulate your experience with Shiva and Shakti, or what you want others to experience, it can just be a one word or a sentence as an affirmation. It can be, I am balanced, I'm healthy, you're well. Oh, I love that. Then I wrote, I am my biggest supporter and biggest cheerleader. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. Balance, surrender. Any and all affirmations welcome. If you don't want to type them in the chat, you can just whisper them, knowing that they will touch and receive all of us. Beautiful. And so as we send each other off today, just as we began, I'm going to invite you, if you have any free connection, beautiful, thank you. If you have any incense you want to clear the space with to complete our sacred time or ceremony together today, or just essential oils, we're just going to come back into a moment of meditation, closing our eyes. Perfect union brings inner peace. That's so beautiful. And so true. Thank you. I love that. I feel like I needed that affirmation today, so thank you. Any cleansing ritual, and giving gratitude to each and every one of us who took the time to show up here today, to gather in intentional and ceremonial space with one another, taking our hands to our heart and just feeling the beating of this precious heart through our palms, sending ourselves just a little extra love and support and gratitude. So much gratitude for how we show up in this life continually. And taking a moment to just drink that in. And then once again, reaching the hands, arms up to the sky, gathering that light. And this is just a chi shower. So letting the hands pour over the head to the heart, and then you can sweep off or cleanse off any energy left over that is no longer needed. Welcome. It could be any old energy that came up. If you felt like you were purging things, just sweep it off. I like to use my breath. Anything that's not ours, just giving it back to the earth. Thank you, earth, for recycling it, taking it back. And then just finding ourselves palms face open once again, eyes closed. This time inhale from right palm up to the third eye. Exhale through the left arm, left palm. Inhale, left palm, third eye. Exhale, right palm. Listen closely. Inhale, right palm up to the heart. Hold the breath at your heart. Exhale, left palm. Inhale, left palm up the arm to the heart. Exhale, right palm. Inhale, right palm to the root, base of the spine. Exhale, left palm. Inhale, left palm to the root, base of the spine. Exhale, right palm. And gathering up all this beautiful energy we've co-created in the palms, taking hands to the heart. Deep bows, gratitude, love, infinite blessings and prosperity to each and every one of you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your presence, which is such a sacred gift. Thank you. Deep honor to be gathered with all of you today. Again, my name's Arula. I'm so grateful to Sage Goddess for having me. I'm so grateful to all of you for staying open and curious to these mystical practices. So accessible, but so mystical. So I'm gonna stick around for a few if anyone has any shares, questions, comments. I'm here for it. Thank you so much. And I definitely remember that, Lena. Perfect union brings inner peace. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. So many blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to have y'all here. Hope you have a beautiful night, a happy new moon, and boost your immunity and stay healthy and all the things. Thanks, y'all.